The crown molding is up there by the ceiling line. The window is somewhere down here on the wall. Do you ever wonder where exactly the curtain rod should go? We're going to answer that question for you. Welcome back. Welcome to Comfy Home DIYs, where we are transforming houses into cozy homes. One of the things that we use in our space are curtains to give us that cozy feel. And so what we want to do is make sure we hang our curtains correctly so that it will look finished, right? And give us the effect that we want. So let's turn our attention to the whiteboard, on which I have a wall, and then I have a crown molding drawn at the top here at the ceiling line, CL. And then I have representation of windows that are 3 different distances from the crown molding. Right now, let's look at the first one. That could be around 10 to 12 inches from the crown molding. What we do is go ahead and measure 1 to 2 inches down towards the frame from the crown molding, which means that our curtain rod would sit just about 1 to 2 inches from the crown. Let's turn our attention to the second window. Let's say it is sitting just about 15 inches from the crown molding. You have a choice. Either you are going to measure 1 to 2 inches from the crown, which means that your curtain rod would be here, and you will have this expanse of wall above your window frame up to the curtain rod, right? Or you can take your measurement from the frame and go towards the crown molding 8 to 10 inches, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could do 8 or we could do 10 inches. If we do 10 inches, we will have just about 5 inches between the crown and the curtain. If we do the 8 inches, we will have 7 inches from the crown to the curtain. That is not a good look. It doesn't look finished. It will look somewhat like your curtain rod is floating in between your crown and your window frame, right? And so it is best in a situation like that to go from the crown down to 2 inches. And then you will have this amount of space above your window. Now, it is better to have 13 inches between your frame and your curtain rod than to have your curtain rod in between the frame and the crown like it's floating in space. Now, let's say our bottom window here is about 20 to 25, let's say 25 inches from the crown. Then what you do is measure, let me just put a line out here to extend the window, measure 8 to 10 inches from the top of your window frame or casing. And then your curtain would sit just about 10 inches above your frame. However, if you want to get that impact of height, then what you can do is go ahead and measure 1 to 2 inches from your crown and take your curtains all the way down, because it visually helps to heighten the ceiling. However, what's going to happen is you are going to be left with a massive piece of wall, which is going to be 23 inches. Now, what I usually suggest doing in a situation like that is do layered window treatments. So what you can do is a Roman blind, and then your Roman blind will come from where your curtain rod starts up here and come down and sit just below the frame of your window, right? If you do that, then it won't be functional. However, what you can do is make it functional by extending it all the way down to the bottom of the bottom frame. And so during the daytime, you can actually pull it up so it sits just above or just below the top frame. And so instead of seeing that great expanse of wall, you will see a beautiful Roman blind. What happens if you have a very high ceiling, like a 15-feet ceiling, and your window is down here? In that situation, I would apply the rule of thirds. Therefore, I would take whatever the measurement is from the crown to the frame, and I would divide that by 3. And whatever that number is, you measure from the frame upwards. Let's say between your crown and your window frame, it is 45 inches, conveniently 45 inches, right? You divide 45 by 3. That's 15. Therefore, your curtain will sit 15 inches above your window frame. And so it won't look like it's sitting in space because it will relate to the window frame, and that will still be 15 inches. Whenever you have a situation where you have a big piece of wall over the window when you pull your curtains back, the best thing to do is layered window treatments. Make it look attractive, make it look finished, make it look comfy, cozy, and intentional. Just make a Roman blind and install it under your curtains so that it can come down, sit on that frame, and cover that expanse of wall, right? So that's it for where your curtain rods should sit in relation to your crown. But where should it sit in relation to the sides of your window?
Hey home stars, just a little break here to let you know that if you have an ottoman that has seen better days and you want to take it from rough to ready, I have a video tutorial for you to do just that. Do enjoy the rest of the lesson.
My suggestion is usually to start 4 to 6 inches from your window frame. And that is to give you an area on the wall to stack back your curtains, right? Because when your curtains stack back, they should sit just on the frame and off onto the wall. However, that number here should increase incrementally based on the width of your window. Because if you have a very wide window and you use only 6 inches off to the side, what's going to happen is that when you're pushing back your very, very full and wide drapery panels or curtain panels, you won't have enough space on the wall. And so your curtain panels are going to be sitting in front of your window, and they are going to be reducing the area where you can get light pouring in to your space. Another important point is not only do they reduce the light coming in, they are also exposed to more sunlight, which can degrade the fabric and basically burn the color out of your fabric, right? So if you have a very wide window, you can go up to 10 inches, 12 inches, 15 inches. It all depends. It's relative to the size of your window, the width of your window. And we do the same thing on both sides. The last thing we're going to do is talk about where the curtain should sit in relation to the floor. For it to look more tailored, more professionally done, more finished, it should sit no more than a half an inch above your finished floor. When it starts sitting like an inch or more, then it doesn't look finished and it doesn't give you the look and feel you're going for in your space. That was a good one. I enjoyed it immensely. I always enjoy sharing with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you got value, go ahead and hit subscribe, turn on your bell notification, share, like, and as usual, I like to chat with you guys, so leave me a comment. I will see you again on Monday. Videos will be uploaded Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. On Monday, we are going to be doing a little sewing. So, take care now.